In 2017, savings schemes under the Uganda Cooperative Savings and Credit Union Limited petitioned Parliament to challenge the proposed corporation tax on SACCOs. Following several consultations, the government exempted SACCOs from all taxes for 10 years from 1st July 2017 till 30th June 2025.
The union, through its lobby and advocacy committee in 2017, we asked the government to waive off the taxes, and the government of the Republic of Uganda waived off taxes, the income tax on all the SACCOs.
However, the members are concerned that regardless of that directive, URA issued threats and circulars instructing SACCOs to pay taxes or risk closing their SACCO accounts.
And this has arisen out of the concerns that we've received as a union from so many members, from so many SACCOs, complaining on how URA has been sending them circulars and notices, and also impounding and closing some SACCOs.
Jalia Bintu Lukumo, the chairperson of Uganda Cooperative Savings and Credit Union, says several SACCOs from Western Uganda have since received those circulars from URA, and Bahame SACCO alone has so far lost 82 million shillings to URA.
Especially those ones from Western region. We have a case in point, the Muhame. We have other SACCOs which have also received those other circulars asking for the payment of those taxes. We were told one of the SACCOs, Muhame, the URA had already taken their 82 million shillings.
Bintu says they were given tax waivers of 10 years by the government, and according to the Attorney General, the waivers include all taxes regardless.
The Attorney General, through a process of mutuality, had interpreted that when we got the tax exemption, the income tax exemption in 2017 for 10 years, it implied that even all these taxes which are on the SACCO's members, like on dividends, like on savings, were waived off.
She says the move instead collapses the SACCO industry, thus urging the government to intervene and stop URA from interfering with their business.
This is not building the SACCO industry. It's actually collapsing the SACCO industry. And for us, we cannot sit and keep quiet. We are asking all those people, the government, to come in and prevail over URA, especially the regional offices, because it seems those people who are working at the regional level, it seems they don't have this communication.
Joseph Amanya, lawyer for Uganda Cooperative Savings and Credit Union Limited, has vowed to drag URA to court if it fails to desist from the vice.
To argue that URA, whatever it is doing, is going against the law.
The government suggested a corporation tax on profitable SACCOs in the financial year 2018-2019. Corporation tax is a tax imposed on the net income of the company.
Following the end of the first phase of late registration, which did end on 30th June 2024, provisional figures indicate that the total candidature currently stands at 1,317,756 candidates who have so far registered for all the 4 levels of the examination. That is for the PLE examination for primary 7, Uganda Certificate of Education UCE for both the old and the new curriculum, as well as the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examination for the senior 6 candidates. Compared to last year, we had 1,224,371 candidates who did register. We therefore have a percentage increase of 7%. That is about 93,385 candidates who have increased in the candidature so far. Late registration, however, is still going on for all the levels, but it's attracting a surcharge of 100%. It will go on until the 31st of July 2024. Thereafter, the board will not receive or will not register any more candidates. Of those so far registered, 188 candidates have registered for PLE, while 932 candidates have registered for the UC examination, that is for both the old and new curriculum. We also have a total of 141,640 candidates who are registered for the USCE examination. 9,804 candidates have registered for the transition examination based on the old curriculum, and out of these, 56% are female candidates, while 44% are male candidates. For the transitional candidates, they can still register until July 31st, and they will also have to pay a surcharge of 100%. The repeaters who qualify to register for the transitional examination based on the old curriculum have an opportunity to register for just one subject or just a few subjects that they failed and they would like to repeat. They therefore don't have to register for all the 8 papers, all the 8 subjects. They can register for just 1 or 2 or a few subjects that they would like to repeat, that they would like to improve their grades on. Those who qualify to register for the transition examination include the learners that did sit UCE in 2023 or earlier and would like to improve their grades, or the learners that registered for UCE in 2023 or earlier but did not sit for the examination, or the learners who failed to register for UCE in 2023 and sat PLE either in 2018 or earlier years. We also have a category of adult learners who are 20 years and above, but these need to seek special permission from the ED, and they need not have the PLE result slip. This category requires only Ugandans. So transitional candidates and all the other candidates can register from any school near them if they still have space to register them. They could also register from any of the halls accredited by UNEB countrywide. Alternatively, they can contact us at UNEB, our toll-free line, and we shall guide them on where they can be able to find the halls to register from.
Government through the Ministry of Local Government announced in the Uganda Gazette of the 2nd of July 2024 that they have extended the term of office of administrative unit councils LC1 and LC2 for another 180 days starting from the 4th of July 2024. This marks the third time the elections have been postponed, with the previous extension expiring today. The Uganda People's Congress has expressed outrage over the decision, which they claim is a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise citizens of their right to elect their leaders.
This is very regrettable experience which undermines the development of our young democracy and a deliberate effort to deny the citizens of Uganda the right to elect their leaders.
The party's spokesperson Sharon Arach Oyat condemned the move as a dig into democracy.
We all know that there is a bit of fear of the two waves of NUP and UPC. We have shown that we can beat, and therefore there is that fear. But as UPC we are saying, democracy has to be exercised. Government has to avail these resources and carry out these elections. Whether government wants it or not, there is no way we are going to 2026 without these LC1s and LC2s elections.
Arach acknowledges the significant role played by these village leaders in the political atmosphere and service delivery, but is dismayed by the government's lack of a goodwill to organize these elections.
If the government had goodwill to conduct these local council elections, it wouldn't have extended at a time when the budget has just been read. UPC therefore calls government to prioritize the local government elections, and resources should be allocated as soon as possible to that effect.
Postponement of these elections comes at a time when the 2024-2025, even though was returned to Parliament by the President, pending reappropriation. The Independent Electoral Commission Chairman Justice Simon Byabakama requested a budget of 60 billion to conduct local council and women elections nationwide. But the request was ignored, citing a lack of funds, and now the government has opted to extend the tenure of these village officials, drawing fierce criticism from the opposition parties and civil society groups. John William Uganda. The recruitment drive in the Busoga sub-region, which began on Monday and will conclude on the 14th of July, aims to enlist 767 soldiers. Hundreds of candidates gathered at Busoga Square, eagerly waiting for their chance to be recruited.
So there are a lot of things that goes on here. The first one is this, what they are doing, checking your academic papers. Others refused to go to school, and instead they went to Nasa Road.
However, the recruitment teams report facing pressure from various individuals seeking to bypass the proper recruitment procedures for their relatives. The Busoga recruitment team leader, Brigadier General Chris Ogwal, stresses that they won't accept anyone who isn't on the short list.
Challenges of politicians coming in, I experienced just very little yesterday in Jinja, but today here they are not there. However, we are receiving phone calls and maybe some letters from politicians. Anybody outside the shortlisted one. So we are taking all the people who have been shortlisted. They are in the list. They are physically fit and medically fit.
Brigadier General Ogwal says the shortlisted individuals will be subjected to medical examination and only the qualified will proceed for the training.
And they have to go through medical examination, of course. If somebody qualifies, then we take them. People should come really with genuine papers. They should strive to learn, to study, get papers of Senior 4, and be ready to come and serve their country with good papers. National IDs, these are not something you pay for them. They should really work hard in order to get their national IDs. Then orally, somebody should be clean.
Since the commencement of the exercise on Monday, Brigadier General Ogwal says that impersonators with fake documents have been arrested, and after a thorough investigation, they will be handed over to the police.
Since the other day, when we started this exercise in Jinja, we got some, and today my intelligence officers just reported he has about 5. We shall look into it, the circumstance, and then serious cases we shall just hand them over to police.
The nationwide recruitment drive targets a recruitment of 9,627 soldiers. John William Uganda,